In the biggest moments, are you at your best, or do you let the pressure get to you?
Welcome to Lisbon, mother.
Thank you.
Welcome to Lisbon.
Cheers.
It is a weird thing having coffee and fried chicken, I will say. Back for another Rivalry Week vlog. We got take your dad to work day. Little role reversal. Gotta get the sporting week vlog going. You just started, isn't it? Yeah. Because today's practice is gonna be a war, he said. We're gonna go easy. Go with these bad boys. Okay, so you've seen me do this before. Now we have our skin fold test. Joao fat shames all of us.
Nope.
Zay, what was his readings? Fat or no fat?
No fat. Nope.
Ah, let's go. What, 9%?
9%, yeah.
The goal is to beat 9% body fat. What? 97? That scale rating was incorrect. I was holding the camera.
All right, so this test is what is called a skin fold body assessment. It's a manual test where the practitioner or whoever is certified in it will take measurements to see where to pinch your body. And when they pinch you, they're using what is called a skin fold caliper. This device will give a reading for a fat percentage in that part of the body. Once all the necessary body parts are measured, there's a formula that will give an overall body fat percentage. We do a skin fold assessment every month to track any major changes in body fat, and it's especially important if you had an injury to see if you have added body fat during your time off.
You feeling healthy now?
Finally,
Yeah?
way better. It was like how I felt at the end of last season.
Yeah, okay.
And that's when I started to getting and coming to my own.
For guards, the ideal body fat range is between 6 and 9%. For forwards, 8 and 12%, and bigs, 11 and 15%. This is the ideal range and it can vary player to player. It's all about what percentage you feel best on the court. I feel at my best around 8, 8.5%.
Last time I was 9% body fat, now I'm 8.4.
After the skin fold assessment, it was straight to the weight room for the team lift. When we are 2 days out from a game day, our lifts consist of more coordination, mobility, and prehab, but they still finish with some more complex game-like loaded movements. Here in Benfica, each player has a personalized lifting program, but in some other clubs I've played in, that has not always been the case. I like the personalized style better because it allows more player input on what I think makes me feel better or worse on the court. Having that back and forth feedback loop between me and my strength coach Luis has allowed me to learn more about the rationale behind each exercise as well as the programming of each lift. I know this is my personalized workout, but if you'd like access to the full workout, there will be a free link to all my workout PDFs in the description. I'll make sure to include this one.
Just got done with the weight room. Now we got practice. Today's supposed to be an intense one. Preparing for sporting. It's scouting day, so we're gonna run over their plays, simulate their intensity. They play really hard, foul a lot, trap a lot. We need to be prepared for it. So that's kind of the idea today. So today's practice should be a war, but I'm not gonna be able to show you guys anything. Gotta keep the camera away from that. Good win today, Daniel.
Sure, boy.
Felix, Barbos, good win.
But
Beto, Mac, how'd your game go? Edu, great win.
Big Joe.
Good win. Diogo. Oh yeah.
10,
16.
26.
Go. 9. 6. Winner, winner, winner. First game. Let's get it. You love your grandpa. Sweetie. Piss off, man.
Say go, Grandpa, go! Woo!
You're the luckiest guy ever.
Time to hit the casino.
Yeah, screw you. All right, see you guys. I have to go to work.
Love you. Drive safely.
Retired, unemployed.
Wait, I'm not retired. I'm on vacay.
And I am not.
I just wanted all those reactions.
All right, I'm headed to the gym for my final skill workout before the game tomorrow. We have one more team practice, but this game tomorrow has a lot of storylines. First off, if we win, we secure the #1 spot for playoffs, meaning we're 1, Porto's 2. Second, we're playing our biggest rival, Sporting, and on top of that, in terms of football, they are in a
two-way tie for first place, so there's a lot of added pressure to that rivalry right now. We gotta set the stage, set the expectation that we're gonna win that game. It's on the road at Sporting, and last year it was a crazy finish to that game. That was one of the regular season games we lost. A lot of controversial stuff happened in that game. So also, as you can see, my parents are in town. They haven't seen me play in person in over a year. So whenever they're in town, it's super special. So that's why I'm getting this extra skill workout in. I wanna make sure I'm tuned up and dialed for the game. Let's cruise over to the gym.
Home sweet home, baby. You guys probably saw it, but in my last YouTube video, I said the Sabrina 2s are probably the top sneaker of 2024, 2025. But slowly, these Book 1s might be taking the cake. I've been loving how these are feeling. They're just unbelievably comfortable. So I think I'm gonna rock the Book 1s tomorrow in the rivalry game. These might be the ones. These might be the ones. Since the game is tomorrow, the big key for this workout is to not overdo it physically. The goal is to be detailed and intentional in my focus, but without excessively high physical intensity. I want to polish my game up rather than tire out my body. To start, I did my rhythm dribble series. This dribbling series emphasized different cadences, heights, and movements. I want the ball to be moving with my body seamlessly. Again, this is not about going game speed, but more about warming my body up and controlling the basketball through various movements. I will do some variation of this ball handling warm-up before every one of my skill workouts, and believe the 5 minutes it takes to do has produced outsized benefits. I'll then dial up some form shots. Today's form shooting started with some one-handed shots to emphasize my follow-through and wrist snap. My form shooting routine varies depending on what I have been feeling with my shot, and lately my wrist has not felt smooth from the load to the lift. These next two drills work on that wrist load and transition up into my shot. I can be a bit of a perfectionist and overthinker of these micro details, but I also believe this attention to detail is part of the ongoing process of becoming a better shooter. Next, I got into some dribble pickups and post shots from close range. The goal is to polish up my touch and iron out any inefficiencies in these various footworks. Sporting has a big that drops on pick and rolls, so I want to be ready to make these little pull-ups. They also have some undersized guards, so there's a good chance I'll have some post-up opportunities that I need to be prepared for. I then did some curl spin-outs for some condensed off-ball movement reps. These are great for finding my balance after movement, which is a skill every shooter has to master. Again, this whole workout was about feeling good going into the game tomorrow, so everything I did was designed around that. Basketball and shooting is such a feel-based thing, so on these game day -1 skill workouts, I'm simply trying to find my rhythm and feel. I finished with some self-rebound spot shooting to really get a sweat going, 45 minutes of concentrated and intentional work, and I already feel more prepared for the game. I will add this at the bottom of the weight room PDF, and y'all can find it in the link in the description of this video.
Hey! A cucaracha! Hey! A cucaracha, cucaracha, cucaracha. That's your pet, Felix? That's Daniel's pet for sure.
Come here, boy.
Oh, you're gonna save him?
No, he ate.
Hey, chill. Oh, whoa.
They can do it different spacings. Sometimes it's ISO, nobody on the corner. Look, the first play here against Porto. Nobody on the corner. So what we want?
All right, done with the final team practice. Games tomorrow. We'll go home, get a little rest, straighten the game day routine, and then get this rivalry week dub ski. Let's do it. Show me what you guys got today.
I got 0.
Well, that's pleasant.
There were a lot of
Oh, you got earrings? Cute.
almost purchases.
But did you get anything?
No.
Did you get anything?
Restrained. I got this
Oh, a
little thing for my
glasses
glasses,
holder.
which
Good
makes me
buy.
seem really old.
Nice. Nothing for me? Oh, that's sweet.
All right, game day morning, rivalry game day morning. There's a lot of things riding on this game, so a little bit more pressure, but again, pressure is one of those things, it is what you make it. And so kind of the intention behind this morning is to just relax, find my flow state, and get to my routines, get to what makes me comfortable so that when I, We go to this hostile environment, I'm comfortable and able to do what I need to do. Got my yogurt parfait, morning coffee to get this game day started. I think one of the toughest parts about the overseas basketball season, especially in Europe, is it's just so long. Because we have a game today and then we have another game next week to finish the regular season. And I mean, the NBA is already entering the playoffs, but it's just frustrating. You know, you see everybody, you know, other leagues, players are starting to go home. So now you're having to navigate, you know, wanting to go home, but then also wanting to win a championship. So it's just something you kind of have to deal with towards the end of the season. I try to stay off social media a little bit more, kind of just trying to focus on the things that I can. Go get it, Ben.
Thank you, thank you.
Tons of young hoopers ask me how I combat overthinking in games, and it's a great question. Almost every athlete has experienced some form of overthinking when it comes to game time. For me, as a chronic overthinker, my pregame journal has been one of the keys that helps me get rid of unnecessary thoughts. Super basic, I write 3 personal keys, 3 team keys, and a big thought for the game. The act of putting pen to paper and writing out clear objectives for the game gives my thoughts a place to land. It's like making a map for my game, and the big thought is the compass that guides me during the game. I'll revisit this big thought many a times leading up to the game. I encourage anyone who struggles with overthinking in their games to try this pre-game journaling activity. A little under 4 hours till game time. Got my pre-game meal. This is gonna be my biggest meal. The game's at 3, so it's kind of a weird time. Got a bagel with cream cheese. I got some chicken pasta, beetroot shot, some electrolytes and creatine, and then I'm doing the scouting report. Game like this one, rivalry game, knowing the scout's super important, especially with their team. They have like 2 or 3 like key guys that completely make their team go. So I'm gonna refresh that now, and then basically get to Benfica a little early, gotta do some rehab, little prehab stuff before the game. Then we're gonna get on the bus and go to Sporting. So stuff is nasty. This beetroot juice, but it's a nitrite, which basically means it like opens up your blood vessels, allows more oxygen to flow to your muscles. The idea is to take one 3 hours before the game, and then one, I believe, like right before the game. Been doing it, it's been helping. The only problem is makes you look like a vampire. Oh.
Bye, dogs. Bye. Bye. I'll see you.
All right, you guys see the mustache. It's getting there, playoff stash.
With the mullet. It's been a lot of hard work. This mullet is full, baby.
Bingo lead.
Bora! Vamos, Benfica! Oh, new bus!
All right, the time has come. Rivalry game day. Benfica versus Sporting, a chance to clinch the #1 seed going into playoffs. Let's get into it. Just a heads up, this game breakdown is going to be a little longer because this game was absolutely insane. I'm coming off the bench as per usual. My first offensive touch is this drag screen. The big hedges out hard, do a good job rejecting and drawing this foul. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but getting to the free throw line is a key, especially when coming off the bench. It allows you to get your rhythm, allows you to see a couple of shots go in the basket. If you want to be an efficient offensive player, you have to find ways to get to the free throw line. Statistically speaking, free throws are the highest points per possession shot in basketball, so get to the line, make your free throws, and never leave money at the free throw line. Never mind. Now, this game was a back and forth matchup from the start. Sporting was not messing around. They came to play. All their best players were playing well, including Cat Barber, who makes this tough and one right here and basically lets us know that he's not going away and Sporting isn't either. Some background on Cat, he led the ACC in scoring at 23.5 points per game at NC State his senior year. This guy's a bucket, so this matchup is going to be tough. To finish the first quarter, I do a good job attacking this extended clothesline to the baseline where there's no help side. This is an and-1, tough take, and I'm surprised I went with the left hand, but hey, it went in. What's also important, one of their key players, Jeremiah Bailey, gets his 3rd foul on this play. When I made this drive, I knew he had 2 fouls, so he couldn't be excessively physical and had to be careful. This 3rd foul puts him to the bench for an extended period of time, so this is a big-time play for us, more than just an and-1. We knew that Sporting lacked some depth, so forcing one of their best players to the bench is huge. This time, I step up to the free throw line, knock it down, don't leave money at the line. This out of bounds play, they do a good job with their scouting, sort of deny the inbound, so I get the ball up top with the top pick and roll. I think my decision making was slow here, kind of indecisive, over dribble, Have to reset with the ball up top with about 5 seconds on the shot clock. Make a good play, hit a tough pull-up. Hey, sometimes we got to make tough shots. Now I'll show you this next play just to give an example of what type of game this was for us offensively. I get this transition pick and roll, do a nice job getting to the paint, hitting the short roll. Ivica makes a smart extra pass, Barbosa wide open, and we just miss it. Then we hustle for the rebound, get it, miss another gimme, get another rebound, reset the ball up top. It's just an example of we're making the right play, but we're not converting. Basketball is one of those games where you could do everything right, but if you don't finish the play, then it's like you did it wrong. So AB, great reject here, just misses the floater. In games like these where you're missing shots that you normally make, it's important to double down on your team principles, your defense, your intensity, your togetherness. Teams really show their true character when they're missing shots. Can you find a way to scrap it out and still get the win, still make winning plays, even when your shot is not going in? Finish the half up 2, but then Sporting hadn't answered. They started hitting shots. Cat Barber with the reset 3, and then another insanely tough pull-up to finish the third quarter off the ISO. Buzzer beater from NBA range, cash. We go from up 2 to down 5 entering the fourth, and the Sporting fans are loving it, and we're in a tough spot. To start the fourth, they hit another 3, and we have to call a timeout. At this point in the game, we're shooting 23% from 3, and for reference on the season, we're averaging around 38%. Out of the timeout, I really like our pace of decision making here. I make a quick closeout read, kick it out, and then I probably should have relocated faster, would have made the shot easier, but I get a relocate 3 in the corner, knock it down. Big shot, bring us back to being only down 5. When your team is struggling, sometimes all it takes is one guy on your team to step up and carry the load offensively. Now enter my man Betinho Gomes. Here he catches the ball in transition, makes a strong move to his right, and that's just a very tough finish and a big play from a veteran player. But he didn't stop there. On this top pick and roll, I do a good job snaking the big, draw 2 defenders, kick it to him wide open in the corner, knock it down, cash. All we really needed was one guy to hit shots to stay in this game, and that's exactly what Beto did. Now on this out of bounds, Ivica with a good screen, Beto steps into it, knocks it down again. Now we're only down 2. Now, after a couple of bad possessions, both offensively and defensively for us, we're now down 6. I finally get a good spot here with the switch with the 4-man. I settle for this tough pull-up. It's not super contested, but it's enough to affect the shot, and I just miss it. Mac does a good job getting the rebound. I get downhill, get into his body, and draw a foul. Now, I'm not one of those guys that hates mid-range shots. I honestly take a lot of them, but it's an issue when it's my default, like it's my first option, because that's not the highest percentage shot. I get to the line, and in this crucial moment, I miss. And then I get another shot. In this crucial moment to bring it to within 5, I miss again. Just a brutal moment to come up short at the free throw line. Despite those 2 misses, I don't let it take away my aggressiveness. I get downhill here, draw 2, kick it to Felix in the corner. Big time, wide open 3, cash. Big shot from my boy Felix. And watching the broadcast over again, this warmed my heart seeing my parents and wife and my buddy Guy celebrating. Fast forward a few minutes, and this is winning time. This is when your best players need to step up. Both coaches are locked in, trying to get their game plan. Out of the timeout, I get downhill and draw this foul. The guy who fouled me, Nick Ward, is from Michigan State, big-time Power 5 school. And he doesn't agree with the foul call, and honestly, watching this back, I think I agree with him on this one. Not sure I got fouled. I think I should have found a better solution. He had such a long wingspan that it was disrupting a lot of my finishes, but nevertheless, I'm to the line. And remember, I just missed 2, so these are important. I knocked down the first, calm, cool, and collected. Now a chance to bring us within 1, confident, step up, knock it down. Now we try to apply some full court pressure, and we absolutely botch our coverage with an over-the-top pass. It's a 2-on-1, Cat makes a good pass, and Nick finishes poster dunk at this time of the game is impressive. Take a quick 3, miss, and they call timeout. Now they're inbounding with this exact same situation, same result, but this time Max steps up and does a great job walling up. Now with 30 seconds, back against the ropes, this is where it gets interesting. I skip past it over to Beto. We have a mismatch down low with Mac, and Cat makes what's called an intentional foul. In European basketball, if you make a foul and it's not clear you're going for the ball, the team that got fouled gets 2 free throws and the basketball back. Mac gets 2 free throws, and we get the ball out on the side. I'll let you guys argue if you think that's an intentional foul. I think this one's pretty clear. With us down 3, game on the line, Max steps up to the free throw line and misses the first. You can see the Sporting players hyping up their fans, trying to make the crowd get into it more. This is a tough mental moment, especially after you miss the first. Mac locks in and knocks down the second. Now we're down 2, ball on the side. Come off this very physical handoff, get downhill, and make a good decision to come to 2 feet, make a great pass. Mac lays it in, tie ball game, 15 seconds left. Took the whole game, but I made the adjustment and decided not to go off 1 foot. Came to a controlled 2-foot jump stop. Mac lays it in. This is big play in a big moment. This is what rivalry games are all about. It's their ball on the sideline, 7 seconds and a chance to win it. We do a great job denying the inbound pass. Look at what Mac does. Jumps in front, takes it, one-on-one for the game, misses it, and I miss the tip-in right here. This was easy found money, and I miss it. Cat gets the rebound, launches it from half, and almost catches it, almost games us. But now we're headed to overtime. I still don't know how I missed that tip-in. To start the overtime, I bet you can guess who gets us going. I drive downhill, kick it to Felix. He does a good read here on this closeout, makes one extra pass to the shooter, none other, Beto Gomez, cash. Then, after a great defensive possession, you can see everybody kind of stunting towards the ball. I almost get a steal here. AB with a great closeout forces Cat into this tough step back. We get the ball, and we're out to the races. When a shooter's hot, you got to be searching for him. That's what I do here in the break. Skip it over to Beto. Three-pointer, another one. First 2 minutes of overtime, we have our first real lead of the game. We're in a good spot. We're feeling like we're in control. Of course, the good vibes are short-lived, and all of a sudden, it's a tie ball game again. With a minute left, I get the switch I wanted. It's me versus the 5-man. I feel like I do a good job kind of making him uncomfortable, but then I just settled to this fader, really tough shot in a tough moment, and I think I could have gotten a better offensive possession. You get a stop, and now we have the ball back again, and now it's AB with the switch. Now, same exact scenario. He takes a super tough long two and knocks it down. In crunch time, your best player's got to make plays, and that's exactly what AB did. But then they come back with one of their best players, Jeremiah Bailey, with this super tough finish. He's feeling himself. We have to call timeout. This place is rocking. Their fans are loud. Almost 45 minutes of back and forth battling. Their players making big plays, our players making big shots like AB here. Comes down to this. One possession, 8 seconds on the clock. These end of game timeouts are always a little hectic, but we've been practicing late game scenarios for the past month or so, and we've prepared for this moment in practice, so we know what to do. So here we go, one possession to win this game. My parents in the stands for the first time in over a year. Chance to secure a home court advantage for the whole playoffs comes down to this. I'll let you just watch.
Bola entra em Ramadan, Drechsel, olha, é parecida à bola de há pouco. Vem Drechsel a lançar na última bola e cai para o Benfica. E agora há 2 segundos para o Sporting jogar e não há desconto de tempo. Não há desconto de tempo. Havia pedido desconto de tempo de Diogo Ventura para a vitória do Sporting. Não cai e vence o Benfica.
All the extra hours in the gym, all the lonely moments of my injury rehab, every moment of self-doubt throughout my career. Use it all to build a robust, atypical mindset. So in pressure moments like these, when my best is needed, I know my best will be there. So with that, a big rivalry win on the road, but this season's not finished. We have a playoff run and another championship to win. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and as always, get uncomfortable and live atypical.
Let's go!
That was quite the game. Oh,
go.
She got highs and lows. She said, yeah, I know. Wish I can make it easier. I can. I just know right and wrong.